Birds are one of the most beautiful and colorful animals on our planet. They possess various features that help them to fly, get their food, and build their nests. Body parts of a bird. A bird's body structure helps it to fly. Beak. A bird uses its beak to catch and eat food and to feed its young ones. All birds don't eat the same kind of food. For example, some birds eat fruit, plants, and seeds, while others eat flesh, insects, etc. They have different kinds of beak to suit the type of food they eat. Strong, short, and hard beaks. Birds like pigeons, sparrows, and peacocks have strong, short, and hard beaks. Their beaks help them to bite and crack nuts and seeds they eat. Strong, sharp, and hooked beaks. Flesh-eating birds like eagles and hawks have strong, sharp, and hooked beaks. Their beaks help them to catch and kill the prey and tear its body into small pieces. Strong and chisel-shaped beaks. Birds like hoopoe and woodpecker have strong and chisel-shaped beaks. Their beaks help them to make holes in the bark of trees and pull out insects. Curved beaks. Birds like parrots have curved beaks. Their beaks help them to crack seeds, nuts, and fruits. Parrots also use their beaks as another foot to climb trees. Broad and short beaks. Birds like swallows have broad and short beaks, which are sticky inside. Swallows keep their mouth open while flying. Small flies and insects stick to the beak and the bird swallows them up. Long and pointed beaks. Birds like hummingbirds and sunbirds have long and pointed beaks. Their beaks help them to suck nectar from flowers. Birds like heron and kingfisher also have long, pointed beaks to spear fish. Broad and flat beaks. Birds like ducks, cranes, and geese have broad and flat beaks with holes on the sides. These birds take in muddy water with insects, worms, and small plants. The muddy water flows out through these holes, leaving the plants and insects inside the beak. Feet and claws. The size and shape of the feet and claws of birds differ greatly. The claws of a bird help it to walk, swim, climb, and perch. They also help the bird to catch, hold, and eat food and provide protection from its enemies. Birds have 4 toes on each of the 2 feet. Perching birds. Birds like crows, sparrows, parrots, and mynas have 3 toes in front and 1 at the back. Their toes help them to hold the branch of a tree very firmly. This act is called perching. Climbing birds. These birds like woodpecker have 2 toes sticking out backward and 2 toes in the front. They have long curved toes. These toes help them to climb up and hold on to the trees. Flesh-eating birds. Birds of prey like eagle, vulture, and hawk have strong and sharp claws called talons. These talons help them to catch and hold their prey like mice, rats, and toads. Scratching birds. Birds like hen have strong legs with 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. Wading birds. The wading birds like heron and crane have long legs with spread out toes. Their toes help them to stand on the soft mud without sinking, and long legs help them to walk without getting their feathers wet. Swimming birds. Birds like duck and geese have webbed feet with 3 toes in front and 1 toe at the back. The webbed feet help them to swim and glide in water. Feathers. Feathers are the most unique feature of a bird. They help the bird to fly, to keep itself warm, and to camouflage. Feathers are of 3 types. Body feathers. They cover the body, wings, and tail. They are strong but light in weight. They give a smooth shape to the bird. Down feathers. They are located close to the body underneath the body feathers. They are fluffy and soft and help to keep the bird warm. Flight feathers. They are found on the wings and tail of a bird. They are long and flat. The wing feathers are used in flapping, and the tail feathers help in changing the direction during a flight. How birds fly. Birds fly with the help of wings. Wings are the modified forelimbs. They move in two special ways called upstroke and downstroke. These strokes lift the bird into the air and the bird flies. To change the direction of flight, birds use their tail feathers. Vultures and kites can fly very high. Sparrows fly very low. There are some birds, like penguins, that cannot fly at all because they have weak flight muscles and heavy bodies. Nesting habits of birds. Birds build nests to lay their eggs. The nests save them from enemies and bad weather. Birds use leaves, twigs, grass, feathers, wool, cotton, rags, mud, and even pebbles to build their nests. The nests prevent the eggs and young ones from falling down and keep them safe and warm. Different birds build different types of nests. Types of nests. Scrape nests. Birds like penguin, ostrich, vulture, and quail make scrape nests. They are shallow depressions in the ground or in the leaf litter. The nests are sometimes lined with leaves, grasses, small stones, or feathers. These materials help them to camouflage the eggs, keep them warm and in place. Burrow nests. Birds like swallow and kingfisher make burrow nests. They dig the ground with their bills and push the soil out of the cavity by shuffling their feet. Cavity nests. Birds like woodpecker, owl, and parrot make cavity nests. These birds make a cavity in a living or a dead tree. Woodpeckers use their chisel-like beaks to excavate their cavity nests. Cupped nests. These nests are cup-shaped. They may be made in a variety of locations like branches of trees and shrubs, ground, etc. They are mostly made of grass and have a deep depression for the eggs. Hummingbirds and tailor birds make this type of nest. Pendant nests. The weaver bird and sunbird weave a pendant nest. The nest is very beautiful and strong, made of twigs, straw, and grass. The nest hangs from the branch of a tree and has a tunnel-like opening at the bottom through which the bird enters its home. Care of the young. The birds lay their eggs in nests. While one of the parents sits on the eggs to warm them, the other parent protects them from enemies. After a few days, young birds come out of the eggs. This is called hatching. The parents feed the baby birds and look after them. The young birds learn to fly and look for food either from their parents or on their own.